So if you see the link, Jamie, you can. Sorry, I'm gonna hang up here. Sorry. All right, I guess I'm live. Has Game 7 of the 1986 Replay ALCS between the California Angels and the Toronto Blue Jays, and we have Jamie here. Hey, Jamie, thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for letting me jump in here.
All right, so we're gonna get going. Well, this is not the starters. This is not Ray Chadwick versus John Cerruti. Let's get the lineups all set up here. It's going to be. We'll just go through the lineups as I set them up. We're going to have John Candelaria versus Jimmy Key. This Game 7 matchup. And for California, we're going to have Rick Burleson leading off. Wherever he is he up there? Oh, here he is. He's already there. Followed by Wally Joyner, making a dramatic return from injury. And then Ryan Downing, Doug DeCince. Where's DeCince? He's not there. What the hell? He's playing third base, I would imagine. Jack Howell hasn't played one inning, and he's always in the starting lineup. George Hendrick, Bobby Grich, and Dick Schofield. Bob Boone and Gary Pettis. All right. That's the Angels lineup. And for the Blue Jays, we have not Buck Martinez. We have
Buck Martinez.
I have Lloyd Mosby leading off, followed by Tony Fernandez, shortstop. Then George Bell has had a monster series. I'll show you the stats when I get to it. And Barfield is cleaning up, followed by Upshaw batting fifth. Then Cliff Johnson, Ernie Witt, Garth Orge. Garth Orge has got to take his eighth spot. And Ernie Witt, Cliff Johnson's going to bat seven. I gotta make sure I got the right positions here. Cliff Johnson's replacing who?
Johnson was
replacing Rick Leach.
Yeah, the DH, wasn't it?
No, he was left field.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe he was DH. I can't remember. No, I think George Bell is playing left field. Okay, yeah, so we're good. All right, let me just make sure. Double check. Upshaw, Johnson, Witt. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I have? Witt. Sorry. Witt. He's down. Upshaw, Johnson, Witt, Orge, and Damaso Garcia. All right, here we go. Big Game 7. Let's see who goes to the World Series.
Yeah, I didn't expect this one to get 7.
Exhibition Stadium hosting there. I think it's their first. It's the first time they've ever hosted a playoff game. Okay. So we got Jimmy Key, who's 1-1 in the series and 3 starts. Oh, this is his third start. And Rick Burleson's 0 for 6 leading off. So here's the pitch. We got 7 and a 16. 7 is tough. 16 is a strikeout. It starts off strikeout. And here's Wally World Joyner, who's he's played 4 games in the this is his 4th game. He played 3 so far. He missed games 4, 5, and 6. And here he is. He's got a home run and batting .462. So, and it's an 8 and a 57. 8 is in play. 57 is too high. That's going to be a ground ball to third. And Brian Downing comes in. 143 in the series. 3 and a 63. 3 is tough. 63 is high. It's going to be a ground ball to second. That's going to do it for the top of the first. There we go. John Candelaria leads. This is his 2nd game. He's no decision in the first game he pitched. 6 innings and 2 earned runs. So here we go. Faces Lloyd Mosby right after that. 5 and 36. 5 is tough. 36 is a strikeout. And Tony Fernandez, 346 in the series. He's got a 7 and a 56. 7 is patient. 56 is a single for Tony Fernandez. And George Bell comes up. What a series he's had. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 333 in the series. 3 doubles as well. 9 and a 78. 9 is tough. 78 is high. That's going to be a fly ball to center. So George Bell's retired. And Barfield is 333 for the series as well with a home run.
Say it doesn't get any easier.
Nope. 7 and a 14. 7 patient. 14 if he walks him. Loses Barfield and brings up Upshaw. Upshaw's not having a great series. Only 130. He's waiting to get the hot streak going. 6 and a 54. Tough 54. It's a strikeout. High on the strikeout. I think one more and it would have been a double. All right, so we go first inning scoreless.
Upshot took a big swing. He just missed it.
Yep. Next batter is Doug DeCince. He gets a 4 and an 87. 4 is ballpark. 87 is too high for wheelhouse, but it will be in play. And we'll roll 1 to 27 as a single. Oh, no, it's 98. That's a fly ball. It's to the left. George Hendrick. This is his 4th game. He's 0 for 10 in the series. So let's see. We can break that hex. All right. 6 and an 81. Patient 81. That's not going to be. It's too high. Fly out to center. And Bobby Grich, who Jamie you're familiar with.
Yeah, I'm always a big fan of Bobby Grich.
Yep. He's batting only 176. 3 for 17. So 9 and a 95. 9 is tough. 95 is a fly out to left. So that does it for that. Some guys in here. I think the manager has a hunch with some of the lineup choices here because their averages don't. Their performance in the series has no bearing. So here's Cliff Johnson. 3 for 7 in the series. Is 10 and 84. 10 is in play. 84 is too high. It's a ground ball to short. So a 6-3 putout. Ernie Witt comes in. 3 for 22. 6 and a 76. 6 is tough. 76 is a ground ball to short. The tensions are in the tension is palpable here. As Toronto is the favored team, and they can taste the World Series, but all it takes is a couple bad bounces or a couple.
Yeah.
Then they're out. You know.
And they had the 3-1 lead, right? At one point.
What happened here? Yeah. Did I just do? What did I just do? I thought I did G6.
Yeah, Witt grounded out.
Yeah. And it just okay. Here's Garth Orge. 10 and a 37. 10 is in play. 37 is just high, and that's going to be a pop up to short. Okay, through 2, no score. And here's Dick Schofield, 4 for 21 with a home run in the series.
He was the hero of game 1.
Yeah, he was, but he hasn't done much since then. 3 and a 55. 3 is tough. 55 is going to be a ground ball to third. And Bob Boone. That's 11 and a 90. That's going to be a ground ball to short. Gary Pettis had a good game last game, I think. I think he had 2 or 3 hits. 6 for 19, not bad. This one's got 5 and an 84. In play 84. That's going to be a ground out to short. So a lot of outs. And go to the bottom of the third. Okay, it's just me and you on here, so.
I'm recording it for posterity or whatever.
Yeah, 2 and a 35 for Damaso Garcia. 2 is in play. 35. It's going to be a single for Damaso Garcia. He's going to try to steal. He's a C stealer and a 1 arm for Boone. It's not going to be good. It's a poor chance, and he's going to be out. Caught stealing.
That's taking a big gamble there.
Well, I was trying to get in scoring position there.
No, yeah, you're doing a tight game.
Lloyd Mosby, 8 and a 34. 8 is tough. 34 is another strikeout. That's a second strikeout today for him. Fernandez is 1 for 1. And we got a 4 and a 71. In play 71 is going to be ground ball to second. So that does it for that inning. All right. Scoreless through 3. The tension is building. Jimmy Key faces Rick Burleson, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. We got a 10 and a 40. 10 is in play. 40 is too high. That's going to be a pop up to second. And here's Wally Joyner. He's pulling his Willis Reed act. All right. 5 and a 38. 5 is in play. 38 is too high. Pop up to this catcher. And Brian Downing. 12 is wheelhouse, but 81 is too high. That's a fly out to center. So the Angels have yet to have a hit.
Yeah, Downing
4.
Dismissed that one.
Dismissed that one, yeah. Candelaria is facing the meat of the order here for Toronto. 10 and a 7. 10 is in play. 7 is a single. George Bell. Here comes Barfield. 8 and a 21. 8 is tough. 21 is a strikeout. Willie Upshaw, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 10 and a 6. 10 is in play. 6 is a single. And George Bell is going to stop at second base. So, on first and second with 1 out. And here's Cliff Johnson. We got a 6 and a 55. 6 is tough. 55 is too high. That's going to be a fly ball to right. And Bell's going to stay at second. And here's Ernie Witt with 2 outs, trying to get something going, trying to get the run in. 3 and a 99. That's not going to do anything. That's a fly out to right. So Candelaria gets out of that jam. And the Angels are still waiting for their first hit. Here's Doug DeCinces. 4 and an 80. Ballpark 80, so he has an in-play chance, 1 to 27. And it's a 28, so it's a pop up to second. Just missed that one. And here's George Hendrick. 6 and a 47. 6 is patient. 47 is the first single. George Hendrick gets the first hit of the game. And he stays at first, and here's Bobby Grich. 11 and a 53. 11 is patient. 53 is a double. Bobby Grich gets a double, and let's see what Hendrick does. He's going to score. Yeah. He's going to score from first base. So Bobby Grich comes through with a clutch double to take the lead in the 5th inning. And here comes Dick Schofield trying to add on here. 1 out. 6 and a 21. Patient 21. It's a walk. So Jimmy Key is facing some difficulty. He's cruising, and now all of a sudden
he was cruising along. And then all of a sudden,
he's cruising. Now all of a sudden the bullpen's getting active here. Bob Boone 2 and a 35. Defense check. So it's a defense check. So we have a range check on the shortstop. Tony Fernandez is a B range. So 1 to 41 is a hit. It's a 71, so it's going to be an out, and it's going to be a fielder's choice. So a 6-4 fielder's choice. There's still 2 outs, and runners in the corners now for Gary Pettis. 3 and a 40. 3 is tough. 40 is a strikeout, so he gets out of that inning with 1 run scored for the Angels. They take the lead. Candelaria finally has a lead to work with, and although he's only 20 or so pitches from his limit.
I was going to say, I don't think he can make it the whole way.
No. Here's Garth Orge. 7 and a 63. 7 is patient. 63 is a single. Garth Orge. Damaso Garcia. Not a good bunter, so he's got a single this game. 11 and a 14. 11 is ballpark. 14 is wheelhouse. 1 to 17, and it's a 2-run home run. It's a 35. It's a single. So Damaso Garcia with 2 hits, and it's 1 base. So, all right, well, we go no outs, and the bullpen is running for California.
I can say this might be end of the line for Candelaria pretty
soon. Could
be.
3 and an 11. 3 is in play. 11 is a single again. Let's see if it's going to score a run, and it does not. They have to hold him at third. I think that's going to should be it for, well, they're going to leave him in for Tony Fernandez. See what happens. Oof, 7 and a 14. Patient 14. It's a walk, and the tying run walked in with nobody out still. So here
Wow,
we
they're
go.
in big trouble now.
Fifth inning. Yeah, and here comes.
Bell and Barfield coming up.
I know. All right, who do we put in here?
He's one of their
Gary
best.
Lucas. Can't put Donnie Moore in yet. Gary
They need
Lucas.
a good right-handed pitcher.
I don't know if they have one in the bullpen. Lugo, Corbett.
Any starters that would be fresh?
Yeah, well, Mike Witt. No. Don Sutton could go.
Yeah, maybe bringing Sutton in here.
All right. Here comes Don Sutton. Let me find him. Here he is. He's got a tall task. No outs. Bases loaded. George Bell up. 7 and a 58. 7 is tough. 58 is going to be a ground ball to third. Well, shit. I should have said the infield was in because they needed to keep the infield would be brought in here, right? Because of to keep any further.
They might have been at the corners for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's a ground ball to third. I think they're going to make the play to second.
Yeah.
And they won't get the double play. I'm not to second. I mean, to home.
Mm-hmm.
3-5-2. So it's going to keep the run off, and the infield's going to remain in. Oh no, I'm sorry. They're going to stay back. Double play depth now. So let's see what happens. Oh, 3 and a 28. Oh no, 3 and a 28. That one's far. That one's deep.
Wow.
And that one is gone. Jesse Barfield. It's a grand slam to make it 5-1, just like that for Toronto. Oh my God. And the Angels are stunned. The fifth inning has just been ridiculous this game. So Willie Upshaw, infield in, infield back. It doesn't matter with that blast. So, and John Sutton's just kind of shaking his head, and the Angels drop their heads as they down now 4 runs, and Sutton pitches a 9 and a 14. That's going to be in play. That's a single for Upshaw. Yep. And they keep going. Cliff Johnson, 8 and a 93. 8 is patient. 93 is going to be a fly out to left. Wow. That turned on a dime.
Yeah. Barfield going to be the hero in Toronto.
4 and 81.
Most likely.
Ballpark. It's in play for Ernie Witt. That's going to be a 1-29, and it's a 95. Fly out to right. That does it. Still early enough. I mean, they got
we still got a chance.
Enough chance. 4 runs isn't insurmountable, but Jimmy Key's pitching pretty well, and let's see what happens. Top of the order.
Just got to be demoralizing. That big grand slam.
Yep. 3 and a 79 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Burleson. Wally Joyner coming in, trying to do something. Pick his team up. 10 and a 33. 10 is in play. 33 is a single. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's not. It's against the lefty. That's going to be a pop up to second. It would have been a righty. It would have been a single, but
they need base runners.
Yep. And Downing, 7 and a 45. 7 is tough. 45 is a double. Brian Downing doubles. If they can chip away here, they don't have to get all 4 runs in one inning. A couple hits here would be good. 10 and a 57. 10 is in play. 57 is too high. That's going to be a fly out to right. That does it for the inning. Don Sutton's going to come out, and we're going to put in Doug Corbett. He was a main reliever for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't have a great. He's given up 2 runs in an inning, so we had a 2.74 ERA on the regular
he was
season.
good on the regular season.
Pitch 6 and a 92. Tough 92 is going to be a ground ball to short. Damaso Garcia, 2 for 2 today. 11 and a 4. 11 is tough. That's a strikeout. And here comes Lloyd Mosby. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. 8 and a 23. 8 is in play. 23 is a single. Another hit by Mosby. And Tony Fernandez is 1 for 2. 10 and an 81. 10 is defense check. We get an error check on the shortstop. Schofield's a 4, so that's a 1 to 28 is an error. It's an 87, so it's going to be a line out to short. That does it. So we go to the top of the 7th. Jimmy Key pitches to Hendrick. 5 and an 80. In play 80 is going to be a fly out to center. All right. And Bobby Grich. 7 and 11. 7-11 is a strikeout. Grich. And Dick Schofield. 8 and the 52. 8 is in play. 52 is too high. So G5. It's a ground out to third. And that go to the 7th inning stretch here. George Bell. He's Doug Corbett.
He's got a masterpiece going today, though. For
Yeah.
Sure.
10 defense check. Range check on the center fielder. So Pettis is an A range. So 1 to 20. 1 to 27 is a hit. 75, it's a fly out to center. And Barfield. 7 and an 87. So patient 87, that's too high. It's going to be a ground out to short. So they get through those two guys. And Upshaw comes up with a 9 and a 28. 9 is in play. 28's a single. So Upshaw is starting to come alive. Cliff Johnson with a 9 and a 67. 9 is in play. 67 is a ground out to second. All right, we go to the top of the 8th here. 5 to 1, only 3 hits. Jimmy Key still dealing. He's only got 73 pitches. 7 and a 75. Tough 75. They're just rolling too high. Their percentile dice are just really high.
Not working the count. They're just.
Nope. 2 and a 59. 2 is a defense check. So you got an error check on the shortstop. Tony Fernandez, 5. 1 to 23 is an error. It's an 86, so it's a line out to short.
Another high roll.
Yep. And here comes Rick Burleson. Yeah, I guess I'll leave him in. Oh, 5 and a 92. In play 92 is a ground out to short. It looks like the Blue Jays are 3 outs away. And Donnie Moore's coming in. He's coming in to try to just hold them down in the 9th inning. I'm sorry, the 8th inning, sorry. And he's going to face Witt. 8 and a 6. 8 is tough. 6 is a strikeout. Moore's pitched 3 and a third. No runs given up, so that's good. 4 and a 98. Ballpark 98 in play. 1 to 31 is a hit, and it's in 62. That's going to be a fly out to right. Garcia's up, who's 2 for 3. 9 and a 20. 9 is patient. 20 is a double. Double for Garcia. And here we go. Oh, it's a 98 and 98. So it's going to be a fly out to right. And here we go. Top of the 9th. Tom Henke's going to make his way in from the bullpen. He hasn't pitched much this series. I think he had 1 save attempt. Let's see.
The Blue Jays don't want to take any chances.
No, yeah, just he's been pretty solid all season. 1 inning pitched, 1 save. This it's not even really technically a save situation.
Yeah, this isn't a save situation.
But in the playoffs, it is.
Yeah, for the series, it's a series save situation.
Yep. It's going to take a lot for them to lose this game. Here's Wally Joyner stepping in. 5 and a 33. 5 is tough. 33 is a single, just barely. 33 was the last chance for him to get a single in the tough section. So he gets a base hit.
Good at bat by Joyner.
Yeah. Fought that one off looped it into right field. Here's Brian Downing with a runner with some glimmer of hope for lead runner on. Here's the pitch. 11 and a 25. 11 is patient. 25 is a walk. So the first two guys are on.
Sometimes this happens to closers. They come in and it's not a safe situation.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So let's see what happens.
Got to bear
Doug
down
the
here.
Sensei. Oh, 9 and 11. 9 is tough. 11 is a strikeout.
There he goes. He's got his bearings, I think.
Now the question is, do I take out Hendrick and put Reggie Jackson in, or do I save Reggie Jackson?
I don't know if you have. I would bring in a lefty, probably.
Yeah, Reggie Jackson.
If that's probably
Rupert Jones, Rob Wilfong, Reggie Jackson, they're all lefties.
You got to bring in Mr. October.
Yeah, exactly. This is October after all. So, all right, here comes Reggie pinch hitting for George Hendrick. They got a lot of lefties on this team. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is drama central here. 5 and a 32 is going to be a strikeout. So much for that. And Bobby Grich, the last hope for the Angels.
Oh.
So
this is his last bat of his career too. If he doesn't get a,
is it the last time? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think 86 is his last season, unless he keeps the game going.
4 and a 5 is a walk. So Bobby Grich loads the bases for tying runs for Dick Schofield. Do I put a lefty in, or do I leave him in there with him and his 21 home runs in the season?
Yes, that's a tough one. This Devon White, I don't know if how
he's on. I just want to see what he is against lefties here.
Yeah, I think Hankey's tough either way.
321. I'm sorry, 261 against righties for Schofield. 15 home runs though.
Yeah, he probably should hang in there then.
And who was the other guy you wanted to see?
I was just thinking of lefties. Off the top of my head, I don't know how they were necessarily.
Well, let's take our time with this since it could be the last batter. Devon White's a switch hitter. Mark McLemore. I wish I could. Devon White didn't play that much.
Okay, this is still early for him. I think Schofield's got as good a chance as anybody else.
Jack Howell. Rupert Jones actually has a good WAR.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Rupert Jones is still around too, yeah.
What happened? I'm not seeing my card here. 227. 15 home runs, but 227. That's not good.
Yeah, I think Schofield's.
That's it. Dick Schofield, tying run at the plate.
He could repeat the game on.
The only chance for a home run is if he gets a 10 in his ballpark.
Yeah.
So, and then his chance. Let's see. He's got a chance for. I mean, there's 5 toughs on it. It's 5.
I think the Angels will be happy as long as he didn't get out.
Yeah. See where it goes.
Tough against Hankey here.
It's a 4. That's patient. And a 4. It's a walk. He walks in a run.
2 walks.
Now we got problems. Now we got Bob Boone up. So
maybe Blue Jays might.
I think we should think about putting Icoin in instead of Hankey.
But I don't know. Maybe if he gets another batter, or
we'll leave him in for another batter. The manager's gonna. So let's see. Bob Boone against righties is 259. Let's see what we got here. Manager is thinking. We got Wilfong.
Anybody with a good on base percentage against righties?
174. Hell no. Jerry Nairn, Jack Howell. Come on, man. 277 with a home run. Doesn't say his on base percentage against
just keep the walks coming.
Mark McLemore had 5. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Let's see. The WAR is 272 for Jones, but I can't imagine he's better against righties. But he's got a lot of home runs.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe
kind of like to think Bob Boone might be the. What's he batting? I didn't look and see what he was doing. 259. What do you think?
I know it's a tough one. I don't know. Boone, it's not a big in walk, so I was just thinking like maybe someone that could pull off another walk. But percentage wise, Boone seems as good as anybody.
Boone his walk is 1-42 once if it goes to patient.
Oh, okay.
And Dick Schofield was a 1-29, so
yeah.
So he actually does not have a bad walk.
Yeah, if that's the case,
and he actually gets on base 1-68 on a 68% chance of getting on base with a patient. And Tom Henke has a three patient slot. So
that's what
Tough is another one. Tough is another story. He doesn't strike out very well. He's only got a one, but he only gets on base from an 18 to a 26. So that's only an 8% chance.
If it's on the tough category, Hankey's gonna win the at-bat against anybody pretty much. But
more or less,
you want someone that's gonna maximize the odds on the patient.
Yeah, that would be the next highest thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you got 2 defense checks. You got 2 and 12 of defense checks, and then 10 is a ballpark, and the rest of patients and toughs. So, all right, this is it. We'll just leave it at Bob Boone.
Yep.
After extensive debating, hits from Tom Henke. It's a 2. It's a defense check.
So this could be anything.
And flip the card. It's an error check on the second baseman, Damaso Garcia, who's a 3 error. So
that's a good day.
1 to 39 error, 40 to 99, and this game is over. It's a 55, and the game is over. G4, Bob Boone grounds out to second, and Toronto beats California 5-2 and goes to the World Series.
I think it'll be a good World Series between the Mets and the Blue Jays, though.
Yes, it will, yeah. So we have the box score. The Angels couldn't really muster much offense. They had 2 runs on 4 hits. But
that grand slam, because
that's it, yeah.
They got everybody else out when they needed to. It was that one home run just did them in.
Yep. And Jesse Barfield did the damage. Willie Upshaw and Damaso Garcia each had 3 hits.
Who do you think is the MVP?
MVP, I was thinking about that. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like Tony Fernandez might be a possibility. I don't know.
I mean, do we look at just overall stats, or do we?
Yeah, maybe like key moments, like a big home run like that by Barfield. If he had a pretty solid series, he could be a good candidate. Bell, I know, was pretty consistent all the time.
Let's look at the box scores from each game and see who the MVPs were. That's one way of looking at it, I guess. Let me just get my cards together here. Okay, so the Angels and the Astros.
I don't know if Jimmy Key, he might have had 2 good outings.
All right. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. All right. So the Angels won the first game, so they're not going to be. Blue Jays. Let's see who. George Bell was the player of the game, actually. This one, 2 for 4 with a home run. The pitching guy wasn't bad either. I think that was Clancy. Yeah, Clancy was 1-0. Next game, Blue Jays won 11-4. Mosby was 3 for 6 with a home run.
How did Bell do that game?
Bell did 2 for 6, and Barfield was 3 for 4.
All
right. Next one, 10-0. Jimmy Key again.
That Jimmy Key might be a possibility too.
Yeah.
He almost. He could have the shutout if
Fernandez and Bell hit home run. Fernandez went 4 for 5 there. He was the player of the game. So they had a different player of the game every win. So.
Yeah. Bell's been pretty consistent every game. Although, obviously Fernandez must have been too. Let's see this one.
All right, so let me just. This is Barfield, so this is the last game.
Yeah.
So Key, I think he only gave up 1 run in both of his games. Did he pitch 3 games or 2? Let me see.
I think he pitched. Well, I saw 2, but unless I missed one. Yeah, can we get the stats just for the postseason?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, he pitched 19 innings and only gave up. Well, he gave up 5 earned runs. So let me just see. Daily. There we
I
go.
kind of think that George Bell might be the.
Could be. I think so too. You have 11 hits and 4 runs on one of the games.
I mean, he wasn't as big in the Game 7, but across the series, it seemed like every.
I mean, he was their best pitcher. Jim Clancy was pretty good too in 2 games.
Yeah. I would lean more towards Key if he had like a 1 ERA or something like that with 2 wins.
Mosby actually had 12 hits.
Oh wow, I didn't even think about it. See, kind of
2
snuck
home
in there.
and he had 2 home runs. Yeah. 406 on base, 613. Bell had 3 home runs.
Yeah. I mean, they had a lot of guys step up, but I think slightly just Bell just a little bit. He's got the 7 RBIs, which is tied with everybody else. Nobody like did more, hit the more home runs. The good. I mean, you can make a case for a couple of guys, but I think Bell. Bell or Fernandez.
So too.
Yeah.
I think so too. So the postseason here is brought to you by. Like Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it. So Toronto defeated. No, how do we do this? Generate auto pairings. Yep, Mets and Blue Jays.
Both series went 7 games.
No, the first one. The other one went 6.
6 games. Okay, so I was just kind of curious to see who might be the starters coming into that.
Oh yeah, well it's probably not Jimmy Key, but
yeah, obviously it won't be Jimmy Key, but
I would imagine Dwight Gooden could probably go, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't like if he pitched. Probably if I don't know if he pitched the 6th game for the Mets.
Here's the Mets play the 14th. When is the game? I didn't generate the schedule yet. Hold on a second.
It'd probably be like the 17th. They probably would have started on that Saturday.
Days off before round starts is 1, right? Generally.
Yeah, I would say I think in real life they would have started it on that Saturday. I don't know how many days that is from whenever this last game was.
I don't know what day it is. You sure they wouldn't just start it like?
No, usually they would set there'd probably be more than 1 day off in between. I would think because they would have that extra day in case of a rainout. So what's the last game?
So they're saying 2 days off then?
Yeah, I would do 2 days probably. So it starts on the. Oh, I thought the 17th was a Saturday. So yeah, so they went 2 days off and then started on the 18th.
So that means Dwight Gooden could probably go.
Yeah, it would still be too early for Key, but
yeah. So Jim Clancy would probably go for him.
Yeah.
Let's see. So postseason. So 2 days before round starts, 1 day for travel. There we go. The 18th, Saturday.
That should be like I said, it should be a really
it should be fun.
Yeah.
Now that's gonna be interesting with the Toronto pitchers have to hit.
Yeah, this is where these get kind of it's like you would going in, you don't know how the Mets would do against the Blue Jays, since,
right. So let me just see. I'll just do WS pitchers. Let's figure out what the starting pitchers will be. So game Let's do. I mean, do we need to look at the Mets, who they really played in real life in the World Series, or no?
No, I would base it on because although it'd be probably pretty close because I think the real series went 6 games too. But you can look and see who pitched for them on the game 6. That and go from there.
1 second. Why game 6?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out how many days. Is it 4? How many days from game 6 to the World Series? Because if it's 4 days, then the guy whoever started could pitch.
I'm saying, do we really? I mean, do we just use the same rotation, or do we just figure out the ones? Do we just use what they used before?
I mean,
so Ron Darling got the start for game 1.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it that way. I mean, it's up to you. I mean, the only thing I was just saying is in case, based on your results, if there was someone that was fresh that could have started instead of Darling, but not like there's anything wrong with starting Ron Darling.
It was Darling, Gooden, Ojeda, and Darling actually started again after that.
Yeah, which is
Gooden. And I assume
it's probably going to be the same for you, but like I say, because
it looks like it's just Darling, Gooden, Ojeda for all 3.
Yeah.
So Sid Fernandez doesn't even factor into the series, I guess.
And then, you just go from there as the World Series goes on, who you would pitch.
Game 7 was Darling again. Darling pitched 3 times, although Sid Fernandez came in relief. So I guess that's what it is, huh?
Yeah, that sounds. And then I guess for the Blue Jays, you have to just go with whoever would come after Key. Dave Steve, though, he didn't have a great 86. I mean, most years he's really good. That was kind of an off
he
year.
did. He did pretty well in the. I thought he did pretty well in the.
No, I mean, I think for him though, like 86.
No, it wasn't his best season, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But I would say I had him. I had Key, Clancy, and Steve as the top.
Yeah,
3.
that makes sense. Yeah,
because other than that, they had was Cerruti and who the hell was the other guy?
Did he have was it Johnson or?
Yeah, Joe Johnson. They got from the Braves.
Yeah,
for Doyle Alexander. Who's the other guy?
Yeah. I can't remember. No, that was the next year they traded to get Flanagan. No, I was just saying, like if a normal Steve year, that he can be pretty dominant in the World Series.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all right. Let me just go back. So we're gonna do Clancy, Key, Steve. All right.
That'll be a good one.
6 and 7, we'll just kind of go figure it, go as a. All right, yeah, that's fun. All right, well, that's it for tonight. I guess I'll start the World Series possibly tomorrow night.
Yeah, it should be fun.
We're down to only about maximum of 7 games.
Yeah, you say your whole. Did you ever calculate how many total games it is or whatever?
Oh no, I didn't.
But it's like over 1,000.
Well, let's see. I don't know if I can. Where's my baseball 2024? I don't know if I have my 86 season. Oh, the 86 season loaded here. I do here. $1,748. Oh wait, that's unplayed games, so it's plus 354.
It's 2,000 in like 12 games or whatever.
Yeah. Plus the playoffs.
yeah. Plus whatever the playoffs added up to 2,000.
So that's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. So 7 games after 2,000 something games.
Oh, that's crazy.
So probably 6,000 rolls of the dice.
Oh man.
Between all the games and
well,
APA replay.
Not every game was dice, but
yeah, that's true. But I mean,
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. lots of clicks and mouse clicks and stuff. And
It was still majority dice, though, wasn't it? Between all the games.
oh yeah, it was mostly payoff pitch.
Yeah.
But then with APA and like the first month or so was first 2 months, month and a half, 2 months was of the game, of the season was probably all just APA and Stratomatic.
Uh-huh.
And then after that was payoff pitch, and then they started to sprinkle in like the action PC, and I did a few days of OTP, which I'm really killing myself that I can't do more of that because I really wish I could. It's just such a pain to get the rosters ready.
Yeah, it's a
I'll
shame.
probably end up doing I'll do a few days here and there next season, just like I did here. But yeah, it's just too bad it's not the same. It's just not an easy way to do it. So all right, well, I'm gonna jump off this broadcast and I'll probably get on Discord. But thanks, Jamie, for showing up. That was a pretty exciting game 7. I mean, it was drama filled for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it was a good game. I mean, and the Angels kind of rallied at the end.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks again. I'll talk to you maybe after this on the Discord. Have a good night.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye.